that's where we're going. It looks really pretty right now with how the sun is and the mist or the fog still in the canyon. Yesterday, after I posted my video of going to Santiago Peak, someone on TikTok messaged me about their uncle going missing, and I remember seeing that post earlier that day when I got back home in Silverado Canyon's page on Facebook. So I'm gonna go back out there again today and look, but this is, when I was coming down, there were a bunch of birds circling right here. But there were also 4 or 5 workers right here. There's another dude coming up on the truck, on the trail as well. And, I mean, it didn't seem weird, but, I mean, the birds was kind of ominous because it was such a nice day and there were just a ton of them. And it wasn't just what was it, vultures? These were crows and everything else. They were just all birds circling this area. So that was kind of weird to me and it made me feel odd coming down. But I remember exactly where that was and I'm going to go back there right now. So this morning when I'm editing this, I decided to check and see if there was anything different or updates on it. And I found this. So right when I started my ride was around 8:45. They ended up finding him around 9 a.m. that morning in the other canyon over somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where, they haven't released that yet. But as you can see here, there was a professional tracker who was able to find him. But I didn't know that at the time, so I was still riding up to the point where I saw the birds the day before. There was also recovery people over here because at this particular corner there's several automobiles down this embankment, and they've been there for a while, and more just pile up over time when some get taken out, because at night you barely see this, and you might confuse this as the turn off instead of going left when you're coming down, which kind of sucks. Or if you go into the little corner that's behind right there and you're coming out this way, you might mistake this drop for the turn. So there's a few different ways that you could end up off the cliff right there, or coming down too hot. But they're watching that right now, and I was again trying to make my way up to the top. It's really unfortunate that the gentleman passed away, and I hope that the birds I saw were not actually circling him. That would have been really weird to find out, because that was really, really close to where I was at. And maybe, again, I can't think that way, but that's in my head right now, because I wasn't even aware that there was a missing person when I was out here the other day. I was just out here to have fun and enjoy my day, and someone close by was not. They were probably either already gone or in the worst experience that they were having, which was terrible. And that's something I'm always thinking about. If I were to crash out here, would anybody find me? Does anybody get found out here? But again, I can't think that way, and that's where my head was most of the time today, and whenever I go out, I guess. I don't know. I need to have better perspective, or not think so the worst case scenario is going to always happen, because those are just accidents, and 100% respect to that family too, because that's terrible. I lost my father 2 years ago, and that still affects me every day. Yeah, I'm not trying to glorify someone going missing or anything like that. It was just weird because I've never had anybody message me before and ask if I've seen anything, and to share the post because I was out there the day prior. and I just wanted to go and try and help because they were asking for anybody to go out and look. People with drones, off-road people. Maybe that's what some of these other bikers were doing too, or they were just out here training. Either or. It was a very busy mountain today. Instead of the Suron, I ended up taking the 3.0, and it had better range. I definitely went further than I've ever gone up here on the other bike or even in my truck. But again, I think even with that, I started getting kind of nervous at points too because of feeling maybe false confidence because I did this the day before. And I mean, conditions change overnight sometimes, but I don't know. I just need to also not have false confidence in and override past my abilities. Because again, I'm by myself, and I don't think anyone knew I was up here in my family at the moment, except for my son. I did ask him if he wanted to come with me, and we can go look together. But he had hung out with friends the night before and was really tired, so I didn't want to make him come out with me or feel like I'm forcing him to come ride. Also, it was nice because a lot of the trash that was up here the day before was already cleaned up, so that was really nice to see because I didn't expect it to be trash, so I wouldn't bring something to help pick up stuff, but it was good seeing that all that trash was picked up. You can see out there over to the ocean. I'm not sure if that peak back over there is Catalina or not. So this little section's cool because there's a big scar on the mountain from a landslide, and you can see it from my house. So seeing that was cool, I know exactly where I am. Because you can visibly see the spot from Anaheim. I didn't realize I fast forwarded to where I was saying. That's where I saw the birds at. Right now, this is kind of that section that I'm riding through where all the birds were kind of above up here, and a lot of these plants look like pot.
All of these little green ones on the side, it all looks like marijuana, right when it's still growing before it fully starts branching out and forming any buds. It's weird.
So I don't know if it's actually someone threw seeds down or if I'm just misidentifying the plant. It was very peaceful out though, incredibly peaceful, and it was a nice day as well. I'm not sure what happened here. They were good, I think it just fell over. They didn't really answer me when I asked if you're good. So I just let them be. I'm really curious if the radio frequency from near these things does anything to you. looked really clear today. There wasn't as much smoke from those fires that were happening. So it was again pretty nice and beautiful view. There are more people up here today than there were the other day. Like civilian people, not like city workers or state workers. So you could hear that like high pitch. I don't know what that was, but that was from those radio towers. So here's some more of those plants too. They're all on the hillsides right there. See? Doesn't it look like pot? All in this little ravine onto the side too. I want to see this like when it's covered in snow, when the rare times that it does get snow. Or just like when it's incredibly foggy. I bet this would be entirely like scary to see or go through. It's such a nice little portal when you're coming out of that.
One more? Okay. Alright, thank you.
Right here. I couldn't really see their tinted windows, so I couldn't tell if he was signaling me or not.
Here, go through.
And I was like, alright, well I'm just gonna go because there's no way to make him try and go over sideways more because that's ridiculous. I could fit through way faster. Here, where I looked up back there, that's where kind of, if it funnels down into this is the trail end right here for Holy Gym. That's kind of near the area. But even like right here, that goes up to Tribuco and Holy Gym as well. It's closed out because of the fire.
Oh, that's what that is. That's wild.
I don't even think I meant to fast forward it right there, but there was moving water. And that was just really cool to see. So at this point, I'm basically heading back out and not trying to look anymore because I was getting low on battery. I think I was at 50%. And it was getting hotter as well. I only had the one Camelback. I didn't bring extra water. So this is just me fast forwarding through and heading back down. This was again the overconfidence in my head because I thought I could keep up with this guy in front of me, and I was not good at that. I mean, I kind of did, but at the same time I didn't want to like make him feel like I was chasing him. I was just trying to like see like, oh yeah, I can keep up with this dude because like I don't know what I was thinking. I was just trying to keep up so I wasn't like by myself again. I was like by myself for the entire time, except for the small parts where people were coming the other way. So I was like, cool, I'll take advantage of this and like try and see if I can keep pace with somebody else. But yeah, there was a good amount of traffic up here today for a Sunday. Which is cool. It's good to see people outdoors. So even right here a little bit, I was like, oh, I can go a little bit faster down. I've done this twice now in the same week. Yeah, it's again like a 10-15 minute ride down, so I'm not gonna like make you deal with that entire trip, but I'm just gonna fast forward through it again. Because it's such a nice day out, and like all the foliage and stuff, watching the tree like change from the I'm not even sure what type those are, you know what I mean though. From the higher elevation to the lower elevation, only these trees are going to be like up there compared to lower. This is just a really fun trail though, and like I've driven up this since like high school in both of my trucks and in the Jeep that I own. And you don't really need four-wheel drive to get to the top right there, but that backside I definitely think you might want it, especially for certain parts. And then when that is open, you are able to take that and it meets up with over to Ortega Highway, and it's like a whole trail. It's awesome. Here's these guys again.
Did you get one out? Did you get one out?
Working on it.
Still the same one?
Yeah, from this morning.
That's so cool. I hope they got it out and it was easy enough and not a terrible time. That was the guy that was in front of the dude that I was like following down, and like he's already made it down to the bottom and come back up at this point with the other dude. Like they were hauling ass. Or I just ride really slow. It's probably that I ride really slow. I'm trying to feel more comfortable, but again, like I just don't completely trust going fast yet. And I can live vicariously through fast forward to see myself going fast. I like how that tree branch just like completely poofed with dust when I hit it. Making it back to the pavement. I think I had about 46% battery. I don't remember entirely. It was like in the 40s though. And that's after going further today on the 3.0 over the Suron Light B L1E because I have the street legal one with the blinkers and everything already attached to it.
I just saw
Oh yeah,
them.
they were goats. The Silverado Canyon goats.
You can bark. I'm just looking.
It was so cool to see them. I had just seen them on the Facebook page like a few days before it, or the same day, I don't remember. But it was cool to see them. Celebrities. Love them. Thanks for watching.
I just saw them on the fucking page. That's cool.